Okay, so today we are going to, there's a couple of things I want to do today. So one of them is I came up with another design that I want to present to the marketing director out there for this t-shirt project that I've been working on. And I know we're doing a few t-shirts here, but I'll move on to something else soon. So bear with me. I got a couple more to do and then I'll wrap it up. Anyway, so there's a couple of things I'm going to need. I'm going to go to our assets folder and I'm going to go ahead and open up Affinity Designer. And if you're new to the channel, go ahead and subscribe. That'd be great. But also, huge fan of Affinity. Links are in the description for everything that I mention here. So the principles I cover in these are not specific to Affinity. It should work in just about any application. With that said, let's go ahead and open up a new document. So we're creating a t-shirt. So it's 10 by 11. And I do like to create a center line. I've been watching other Affinity tutorials as well, and I realized that you may or may not see some of the panels I have open and in this order. It's pretty easy to set it up this way, and most of the stuff that you will find is under here. So for example, history is down here. It's over here. Transform is right here in this list, but it's over here in the panel. Navigator is here in the list, but it's over in this panel. You have layers, which is right here. Effects and stock, swatches and stroke, and those are stroke and swatches. And I just snapped them here. It's pretty basic, and I turn on my snapping. So just a little FYI. Okay, so what we're going to be doing today is I'm going to need the logo. Red Mountain logo design. So we have the logo and we also need, so I did purchase this from Vector Stock, and if you type in crosshatch, you'll see how I found it. It's similar to this, and I almost bought this one, but I wanted a little bit more scribbling, not so much crosshatching. This is crosshatch, this is kind of scribbling. And in fact, this is the one I want. So I'm going to do a Control-C. I'm going to go back to our t-shirt design. I think I'm going to turn this. Okay, I'm actually going to set it off to the side. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring in the logo, drop that in, and I'm going to do our little trick here. I'm going to open up the group and I'm going to grab all the red pieces and I'm going to do add. I'm going to pull it out of the group, and that makes it one piece. So this is one piece and this is one piece, and I'm going to get rid of the group. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to make a copy of this. So I'm going to do a Control-J and I'm going to turn off the bottom one. And then I'm going to make this large to fit over the logo. So I'm going to hold Control and Shift, and I'm going to fit over the logo, and I'm going to bring it in a little tighter. And then what I want to do is I want to copy that. So I'm going to do a Control-J, and then I'm going to make a quick mask. And now I think I want to bring this in. I want my scribbles not to be so large. And maybe we can bring up more scribbles here. I kind of want to get that pencil scribbly look. So maybe we turn it and we cross hatch it across the sky like that. Take a look at that. Maybe we put it at an angle. I'm not really sure. I just want to really show the scribbles is what I'm after. And then I want to, let's go ahead and duplicate that. Control-J, and we'll go ahead and delete this one. And we'll drag this one down and we'll create a mask as well. And we need to drag it down. And I think I kind of like that, but I'm not sure if that's going to translate onto the shirt nicely. I don't know if I should change directions. I think that looks pretty good. We have an issue here. I don't know what's happening there, but this is coming outside of the frame. I think that looks good. Now, the question is it going to look good with such a straight type? I wonder if we can't bring this in to a -50 and bump it up to a 100 maybe. And I'll make the logo bigger. We're getting really close to the edge. So I'm going to do a 90. Take a look at that. And the reason I want it bigger is I'm going to try to put the scribbles inside the type as well. And obviously I'm going to make that bigger, and I'm going to make this bigger as well. And let's give it some space. Okay, so let's go ahead and try to get our scribble inside of our text. I think we're going to have to do it in pieces. So what I will do here is, let's go ahead and shut everything off. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to Control J, Control J, and see if we can't extend this. And we'll grab all of these and we'll do an add, and now it becomes 1. And maybe I want to turn it like this to reach the whole length of Red Mountain. So now we can turn on Red Mountain and we can bring the scribble down as a mask again. Okay. Control J, mask here. But this one I think we can tighten up because it's not as long. Let's see how that looks. And then down here, we can Control J again, and we'll mask this one. And again, we'll tighten it up because it's even smaller text. See how that looks. And to be honest with you, I now want to see how it's going to look up here. So I'm going to take this out. I want to take this out. Okay. That's our original. We'll drop that down. Okay. Now we're back to the original logo. But now I want to maybe make it consistent. So we'll grab this, Control J, and we'll put this as a mask inside of the sky so it matches the lettering, and see if we can't stretch it to where it covers all the sky. Okay, take a look at that and bring this down to the red, the mountains. Take a look at that. It's a matter of finding what works for you, and it's going to have to work with your design. But I kind of like everything going in the same direction. Okay, well, I think that is a great look that we can maybe give a shot to. I'd also like to maybe see if we can't add a shadow to it. So there it is with the shadow, and that looks pretty good. It is clogging some of this up, so I have concerns on the silk screening process. I actually think it's going to come out better as a printed item without the shadow. And this is just to give you a concept. Obviously, you will have to do it the way that works for your design. And I'm probably going to go back in and I'm going to fine tune these lines to get them a little bit more consistent, making the final art. I'm concerned about some of this area here and some of this right here. I want to make it a little bit more scribbly if I can, and maybe make it a little bit more consistent throughout the lettering. But other than that, I think we have a winner chicken dinner. So thanks for stopping by. If you haven't subscribed, please do so. I would certainly appreciate it. And you have a great day. Okay? All right. Take care. And I want to add a shadow. So let's do our 60, 42, 13, 33. Okay, I want the light to come straight down, and I don't want the density that intense, but I want to stretch it from underneath, and I want to blow it out. Let's drop this down to a 30. So let's look at it. Control J,